弟在那里，右手在那里，这手应该在那里，但莎莎看着我做，这手在那里。
Now I can bet him 10 degrees. Hey, I'm Antonio Graceffo, Brooklyn Monk, and I'm back in Malaysia, and my voice is very hurt because I got choked very badly 2 weeks ago. And I'm here with my favorite coach in the universe, Melvin Yeoh, Cian Yik. Melvin, tell them about yourself, about the gym, about Lego.
My name is Melvin Yeoh. Most people they know me about godfather operation because I think just because I'm the first one who opened an MMA gym in Malaysia back to 2006. So it was the first MMA gym. When we started with really a small gym, and then after that we moved to here, the bigger gym. We have 2 units already, then we have full facility. And then I think 2 years ago I started to go by reading his book, something like that. Then after he come to live in the gym for 1 year, then I'm very proud that every year he will come back to me, at least visit us once a year.
So Melvin was my first real MMA teacher, my first grappling teacher. So when I was here, he taught me all the wrestling. You know, he's more, he knows a lot of BJJ, but he taught me a lot of wrestling, and also Kim Lee Thomas here, Dan, and you guys, 2 of you teach me a lot of wrestling. Then I went to China and I learned to wrestle. But man, Melvin, this is some days, man. And Melvin's still fighting. He fights in 1FC, fights in Muay Thai still, and not a young guy anymore.
35 years old.
And he's got 2 little boys, and your little boys are awesome, awesome at Jiu-Jitsu.
I think just now already see the kids class, right?
Yeah. The kids MMA wrestling was, or their BJJ wrestling was better than the adults.
Just let the children play is the most important part. You cannot let children feel like they are forced to train, and then they be forced to train like they are overworked, or you let them feel like it's a very hard thing. Just let them play around.
All right. Hey Melvin, we're gonna do some groundwork right now, and I hope you'll wrestle with me later and submit me. All right.
不排我不知道你们考，不排我不懂一个东西，也有说我们可以，可是错的是，我就觉得。
It's called boogie. So when you're against the cage, you get into what Chinese call gongbu, which means bow stance. And the reason why, this way, if he goes for the takedown, he's going to go for the leg that's bent. So what I do is, boom, I bend this leg and leave the other leg straight. Now he goes for that leg, boom. Okay, so now let's say he grabs my leg and I need to defend. So I use my pummeling technique. My hand goes in here, my hand goes in here under his armpit, and I just rip him off. Okay, there's submissions and throws you can do from there. That's the simple technique. Next technique I taught, if the guy is too strong and I can't pull, I'll put my elbow on the back of his neck and I push his head down like this. It's very painful. And obviously you see already, like there's a throw already. Boom. See, I can go already here. I can go here, go right, shoot.
This hand has to be here. Here. Okay, then press up your hand.
What I always loved about the Ultimate MMA Academy is that it's like the Patch Adams of MMA Academies. Everybody who goes in there is both a teacher and a student. And then we all just share techniques. And I also love that I'm in China learning wrestling-based techniques, and Cian Yik is there in Malaysia learning Jiu-Jitsu-based techniques and learning MMA-based techniques, and then we're exchanging, and we see that we're all faced with the same set of problems, but then how we deal with it is a little bit different, and that's what makes styles.
Yeah. I don't want to see you doing something like this. Dude, it's not as sweet. Okay, this is just like, what's that game, Jenga? Jenga, you build a tower, right? The tower starts to fall a little bit, and it just needs that little push. We always want to throw like that. There's 3 steps. Setup, off balancing, and execution. This is my setup. Now I'm off balancing. I have his balance. He's off balance, but he didn't fall yet. No problem. Pull in here. Now we're chest to chest. My body weight is on him. Boom. I just go with him. Boom. Perfect side control.
And by sharing all the styles, then it means that you'll know how to anticipate what your opponent will do, because maybe your opponent comes from another style, but now you've practiced it. And by the same token, you will have different attacks and different defenses to use that your opponent may not have seen before, and then you may be able to overcome him. Thank you, Melvin Yeoh.
Weight on my opponent. I'm hitting him. Now here's the defense. He's going to trap my arm. Here, roll. Go. Woo! Boom. Nope. Yep. 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 There you go. That's it. That's it. Say something to people in America either about MMA or exercise or helping those kids, anything you want to say.
Yeah, MMA is a very good exercise, and then you can discipline yourself too, especially for the teenagers and youngsters. I've been doing this like teach the young people and then train them to be more disciplined, educate them about MMA since 2006, which means almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
So it's very fortunate MMA started to grow big in Malaysia. And then before the time I met Antonio, MMA is still very new.
Well, we fought in the first ever professional. We didn't meet that day, but we fought in the same event.
Same event. Which I think 2 hours or 3 hours you have to fight 4 people.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so I know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anything 83 kg over became open weight.
Like me, I fight in maybe 75 below to 65, 75.
And I got beat by a guy 118 kgs. So it happens. Yeah, but that was the first ever Malaysian MMA event, pro MMA, and then yeah, and then he asked me to come down here. Yeah.
I stay here for 1 year.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.